Hello there everybody, welcome to Colour Passion. I'm Kim Gow from Colour Passion. Now in today's tutorial I wanted to release and show you our deep pour resin. It's in a 2:1 ratio, so it has a larger bottle, a smaller bottle. Just to explain for those who don't understand, if we were to pour let's say 100 grams or mils into our container of the small bottle, if we double that, that's 200. So that 200 would be from the big bottle, 100 from the smaller bottle, together 300 mils. Mix it up normally, which is 3 minutes at least, till you see no strands and it's very clear, then you're ready to pour. If you had, let's say, 200 from the smaller bottle, double that, it's 400. So 400 from the big bottle, 200 from the little bottle, and mix accordingly. So it's by volume, so if there's any queries, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below. Always happy to answer. So I thought I would show you today in some molds that I had lying around, so you can see how crystal clear they turn out. Because it is a deep pour resin, so it can be poured up to 4 inches, which is amazing, which is 100 mil. And it'll be crystal clear. I've worked with it now for a little while and I just love it. But I thought for the sake of the exercise today, I would put them into the molds and we'll see how that goes to show you the results. So let's go without further ado and have a go at pouring this deep pour into our molds. Oh, by the way, that'll be available around mid in the second half of October, because it's on a ship as we speak. It's due to dock around the 13th, so give or take 4 or 7 days by the time it gets through customs and gets it out to us. You know, you're probably looking maybe around the 20th. We'll see. We'll be getting it as soon as we can, because I have already air freighted a couple of shipments and I can't believe it just goes like that. And it'll be in 2 sizes, a 3 kilogram size and a 6 kilogram size. Magic for river tables as well, and charcuterie boards, anything along those lines where you need that deeper pour, which is why it's called deep pour. So okay, let's go and have a play with the deep pour into these molds and see what happens. Okay everybody, here we are. I'm just about to mix up the resin. The deep pour, of course, is what we're doing today. So I've got 150 mils in because I just wanted to cover this over with everybody. It's a 2:1 ratio, not a 1:1. So what I'm doing is, if it's 150, if you like, out of the small container, which is this one here, part B, then it means that you double that. So it's 300 out of the big container. So that means it would take it up to, let's see, 150, 300, 450. 150 and 300 is 450. So I'm just going to put that up here and give it a good mix. So you don't need to watch me mixing it, I'm sure. It's a beautiful resin. I'm so excited about this. It's so crystal clear. Look, I'll just mix it and then I'll be back. I finished mixing the resin. Now it's important when you're mixing the resin to make sure that you go around that outside edge of your mixing container regularly to ensure that the part A and part B of the resin is incorporated correctly, because if not, what will happen is you can end up with soft spots and your beautiful piece of work may not cure properly, and that could be the reason why. So there's lots of little bubbles in here because I've been stirring, but I'm not concerned about that at all, because that's the beauty of the deep pour resin. What's going to happen is those little bubbles will all dissipate and it'll end up beautiful and clear. It's designed to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into a cup here. I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to need. Of course, if I was to do it properly, what I could do is put water in each of these molds and pour it out. Then I'd know exactly how much resin I would need. So that's a little pro tip for you. But I haven't done that, so it was all right, because I thought, well, I'll just keep going. And and I can mix up some more. But this resin is absolutely lovely. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to pop a little bit of our moon dust in, our moon dust glitter. It's my favourite, truly is. It's just gorgeous. I don't want a lot, just want a little bit. That's probably enough because it will sink a bit to the bottom anyhow, but just that little amount, that little pinch to go right through all the resin. And then when we pour it through, there's only a little bit in there really, so we'll see how that comes up once the beautiful, in this case, it's a gorgeous, well, what's it called? Almost like a dressing table piece of crystal, to be honest with you. It's a beautiful container with a lid. So what we'll do is we'll start with, I don't know if you can see it there, hopefully you can. Oops, see now, I underestimated. That's okay, I'll just pour in some more. Probably can take some more because I think it's going to possibly even need that much. That's surprising. Sorry. So, just putting that, just bang it a couple of times, it won't hurt in case there's any little bubbles or anything there. And I remember just going to put the same roughly amount for this one. Oh, I do love this. Even on my gloves, it's just so pretty. Gorgeous. All right. So now we're just going to give that a stir. I mean, you could put a gel tint in, and the gel tint, which we actually will do for some of the others. But anyway, we'll just do this for now. And see how it comes out. Beautiful colours, they really are in that little gorgeous one. All right, so I'm just going to pour that into here. Then I'm going to pour into the lid. See, now I'm still needing a bit more. So I'm going to need all of what I've mixed up as it's turned out. Now this resin's going to take probably up to 3 days to set before I'm going to demould this. It's a deep pour resin, so it's quite a thin viscosity, and it's designed to take its time to cure. Now we'll just pop just a little bit more in. Give it a gentle little stir. Okay. Now, we'll just put some more into here. And we'll put the rest into here. I think it's fine. I mean, it's not totally full to the brim, but I think it's going to be perfectly okay because there's enough area underneath there as it would be for the jar at the bottom of it, or container. It's really lovely. Okay, so we're just going to leave that. Okay, I'm just going to run down just to make sure that there's no bubbles or anything sitting in that. And then the same with this one. When I say bubbles, like sort of bigger areas where there is sort of like a gap, which I thought I did spot in that lid there, but I'll keep an eye on it. There they are. Okay, and that's it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix up some more resin and we'll pour into some other moulds. Okay, here we are back again. So we've still got these ones sitting. I've mixed up some more resin and I'm now going to pop some up into the cup. Again, I don't know how much I'm going to need, so maybe I'll go about 2/3 of a cup or so and see. Then I've decided what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add just a drop of raspberry, about a gel tints. Oh, just want a little bit. Oh gosh, that's going to be probably too much. So I don't need that much. I'm just going to grab it out, pop it there. All right, I'm going to do a bit of a stir and see how we are. It's transparent, and it's lovely to have something that is transparent. You can choose any colour. You don't have to have transparent. You know, you could have a powder with a nice lustre to it. You could have a paste with a nice lustre to it. This is just a really soft pink. I might actually, see now I've pulled it out, but I'm just going to add a little bit more into what I had here. And I think I'll be happy with that. It's very sheer, but as I said, that's kind of how I wanted it. And we'll see what it does. We will learn together because I haven't done much with these moulds. So I like this because I can just pour it into a point and pour. Gonna have to just use a little bit more because that's not quite enough. So let's have, I'll get the colour right. Don't need a lot. Again, we'll just pop, where did it go here? Just a tiny bit in. Come on. It's probably better just to actually put it onto the spatula, I think. You know what, it's possibly going to be now a little bit too strong, but anyway. Sorry, I might have had that off camera then. Just mixing it around to make sure it's well and truly mixed into the resin. Again, let's give it another bit of a stir. And this is called raspberry. All right, let's go. Very good. I'm happy with that. I do not need it to come fully up to the top, so long as I've got enough that covers the base to give it, you know, a bit of solid resin, to give it stability, I guess, is what they have it there for. And we'll just pour the last little bit in. All right, and you can see the bubbles on the top, but I'm not concerned because I know that they're going to dissipate. So that's absolutely fine. All right, so that's that one. Now, I'm thinking we might use, I was going to use some more of the tints, but I'm thinking maybe I won't. Maybe I'll use a couple of the pastes. We've got our new one, of course. That might be nice. Let's have a look. The new one, of course, is our gorgeous pink, the electric pink, which I just love, love, love. So right, I'm going to I need possibly a couple of these because, well, maybe I'll do 3 because we're going to have to do, what I want to do is, I've got these 3 individual moulds here and I want them so that I can put 2 colours together so that they can blend, and you know, we'll see what happens. I'm just going to wipe that because I can see I've got a bit of spark on it. I won't be a tick. Back again. Just when I was off there, I was thinking what I might do actually is use again the raspberry for our gel tint, raspberry gel tint, and the electric, here we go, beautiful electric pink, because those two I think will work nice together. So we'll just pop the resin in. I might have to mix a little more, but that will be all right. I've still got a bit there, so that might be okay. Now, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pink. It's got such a gorgeous luster, this. And it's beautiful to stir too. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Electric pink. Wow, I wonder if I should just leave it like that, because it's sort of like, I might do something different, see if it works. Because it's going to be streaky. So, with the clear coming over there. All right, let's see what happens. We're not going to know unless we give it a try. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm just having all these containers here, just so you can see. Hopefully you can see it there. Okay, so I'm going to just put yep, it's gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to pour out what's left into here. And then I'll mix up some more. It'd be interesting to see how it sort of cures. But it certainly was very pretty then, just what it did. We might have enough to do this, but we'll find out. Okay, so here we go. Again, just stirring it, but not thoroughly mixing it. Just sort of pushing it through the resin. I'm hoping it will be okay. So it's got to be mixed a bit because I don't want the solid colour, otherwise that's not going to cure properly. But just to have enough that it's, as it is, it's not like a solid colour. Okay. What a gorgeous colour. Beautiful. Now, sorry, oops, again, I'm just trying to do this so you can see it. We just need a little bit more, you know. I have got here, and I've got another little one over there that I haven't finished mixing, but I think probably for this last bit here, I'll have enough for this one. And then I've got two other bowls there, little bowls, a small one, so I can perhaps do that. Just trying to scrape that last little bit up out of my mixing container. Now, get another stitch. And of course, because there's only a little bit in there, don't need a lot. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. All right. So then we can let this cure and see what it does. It'll be interesting to see. Just a little bit more, because I've got some left. I thought I might as well just pop it into that one there in the head. My naughty pussycat, he's walking over things. They love to be the centre of attention. This is Charlie, my new kitty. I'm getting just after my trip back from Italy, which actually is coming Thursday, the 3rd of October. So by the time you see this, perhaps I may already be there. There we go. So pretty. Really liking this. I mean, I guess you could use some white shimmer in the powder, and you could actually get that and just stir it through if you wanted to. So there's a number of different things that we can do if we just, you know, basically give it a go. Because, you know, I don't know what these are going to turn out like, but I know the deep pour is amazing. I'm using it for a lot of my like charcuterie boards with like the river table part in the middle, or I encase things like bullet casing for argument's sake, or shells or dice, or what else have I done? Oh, I've got a bit of a mental blank, but anyway, yeah, lots of different little things, and yeah, I love doing it. It's a very slow process. It's a lot of work, but it's also rather gratifying. Okay, so I'm going to mix up something now for this little bowl. Perhaps this one I might do a jade one. Let's put a little bit in here. I might do a jade and a sapphire. Sorry, I didn't. It's the jade sapphire. Sorry, jade gel tint is what this is. Now I can probably put another little drop in, but I really don't want a lot, just a little. Come on. Oh, no, it's gone now. Good. Otherwise I could have got the spatula, but because I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it. Yeah, that's a pretty colour. Gorgeous, actually. Okay. There are so many gorgeous moulds you can get online. There's a lady called Julia Art. Gee, I don't even know. She might be in the US base. She does the most amazing moulds. Just gorgeous. Lots of holographic edges to them. So they're really, really pretty. Okay, so now I'm just going to mix up some more and we'll do our last two. Okay, I'm back again. I'm just trying to, oh gosh, move things out the road. I'm going to do it into a bigger cup. Have you tried that? Got plenty more here, but I've got the other one I want to do as well. So we'll just see how we go with this. Oh, we can do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it like that. Put some onto the spatula. And that way you don't waste it. I just thought of something really. I could probably do a similar sort of thing so I haven't got like a solid transparent block. I might try and do that. Put some in and then stir it. But again, just so that it's got mixtures through it. We'll see what happens. May not work, but don't give it a go. We're not going to know, are we? Gosh, now I'm still going to need a bit more. What I really should do if I was organised, what I should do is go through when everything's dry and basically measure it with water. Pour water in, pour it out and write it on the actual mould, on the outside. That way I would know each time I went to use that mould how much resin I'd need. So that makes good sense. So you can learn from me. Okay, so it's gonna, whoop, that's full. Full. See how that goes, it's quite full actually. I might just pull it over, just a bit. So I don't put, you know, too much over the top. If anything, I prefer it a little bit under that rim, not over it. But there we go, that's fine. Oh well, it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out with doing that, just stirring it but not fully. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Now, we've got one last one left. I hope that we've got enough resin for it. Let's have a look. I don't know what colour. I was thinking maybe we might try, oh, maybe even one of our newer colours perhaps. Thinking, and I haven't got that one with me. All right. I can't use that one. It's all right. Sorry, everybody. I will get myself organised in a moment. Just looking at the new powders, but I can't see them now for looking. Where have I got them? Oh, here we are. All right. We'll do this one, which is Aqua Frost. So I'll get a cup. Pop in the resin. Charlie is being naughty. Isn't it funny how they always know when you don't want them to make a racket, and they just go right against that. In fact, if I just open this door, he can maybe go out and not bother us. Talk about he owns the house, we just live here. Does anybody else relate to that? Well, after I get back, he's going to have a new little friend to play with. Getting another gorgeous kitten because our beautiful Denzel, we've had to relocate to my mum's home because he has major allergy issues here and has done since we've moved here. So it's getting to the point he's not responding very well at all now to steroids. So it's really quite sad. But I did the 6-hour drive up last week to my mum's and delivered him, and they absolutely love him. So he's missing Charlie and Charlie's missing him. So it'll take a little while, I expect. Do love my pussycats. Okay, just mixing this. It is such a gorgeous colour. Aqua Frost in the powder. I do want to make sure that it is all mixed properly though. Okay. Now, I'm simply going to pour it in. pretty good amount. There's only a tiny weeny bit left, which is fine. It's so cool. Look at that. Anyway, that will probably lose because all the little bubbles come up and pop. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to be leaving this for probably 3 days, and then we will come back and we will demold them, and you can have a look and see what it's done. So this deep pour resin is on a ship coming from international waters, and it'll be here. I'm expecting to have it, let me think, certainly be letting you know, but it's due to dock on the 5th of October, so it's going to be up to a week after that before it's actually delivered to us in our warehouse, which I will be away, but Jackie will be here, so we should be able to work it out just fine. Okay, everybody, well, I look forward to seeing you in what will seem a millisecond to you, but 3 days for me. Okay, here we are, everybody, after leaving these for a couple of days, probably 3 to 4 days now. Now it's time for the fun part. I love this, when we pop them out of the mould and we see what we've got. Okay, so this is our set of thinkers. Happy with that. No bubbles whatsoever. Beautiful. And with this one, daisies. With this one, I didn't stir it all through, remember, so that it was all just one colour. It was sort of bits of colour. And it's still sort of kept like that, but it's mixed a bit more than probably what I thought it would have done, but that's okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this mould off. Don't do a huge amount of mould, so it's just a little bit different for me. Okay, come on, off you get. Come on, out you come. Some moulds, they just come out really easy, and others just a little bit harder to get out. Okay, come on. And there we go, it's out. Beautiful. A little bit of sparkle on the bottom because that was obviously what was in the bottom of the container from the last time. Cute. Then our last of the 3 thinkers. You can actually get these on Temu, cheap as chips. Okay. There we go. That one came out a bit easier. Okay. Alrighty. So that's our 3 thinkers. Now, let's take this fun little one out. I haven't used this one at all before, so I don't know what it's going to be like. That's interesting. It's actually, what do you call it? It's flat, it's not shiny. Whatever the inside of your mould is, if it's nice and glossy, you're going to get glossy on the outside. Obviously, with this one, it's not glossy, so therefore, it's going to be matte. Oh, there we go. So that's our little body. See how it's beautiful and clear, crystal clear, in fact, here. But around here, it's not. And the reason for that, of course, as I just explained, is that the mould inside is matte, and I didn't realise that. Anyway, that's a beautiful little body. I don't know if you can see that okay. Cute. Nice little vase. You can maybe, well, you could put pens in or something like that, brushes. That's our little body one. Okay. No, I'm going to leave that till last because I think that's going to be amazing. This one here is shiny, I think. Going to be a challenge to get off probably. Goodness gracious me. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just having to pull it off on me just to try and get it out of this mould. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing it, but I don't know what it is, so I'll just have to struggle. Sorry, I'm doing it off camera because I'm laying it up against me. I'm trying to roll it back. Jackie's amazing with these. She just peels them straight off. Maybe it's because you have to be stronger and have your Wheaties in the morning, perhaps. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, that bit's off. And this is the little bowl as well. Okay, keep coming. Okay, it's almost out. Just pulling that middle bit up now. Gosh. Sorry everybody, making you wait. It's just really decided it loves being where it is and I'm having trouble getting it off. Gosh. All right, I'm just going to stop the video for a moment. Okay, we're back again. I got it off. Here we go. That's with the gel tint, the jade gel tint. Interestingly enough, there was a few little fine bubbles, which I wouldn't have expected, but just down the bottom. But the rest of it is just gorgeous. Now, this one is another one of these moulds, and I'm probably going to have a challenge getting it out. Oops. Right. Just peeling it back, and then it flipped back into position again. Gosh, I'm sure there's got to be an easier way. So sorry, everyone, I think I'm going to turn the video off again. Okay, I've managed to peel it back up off the side here now. Now it should come off fairly easily, I'm hoping. There we go, that's pulled that bit of it out. Now we've just got to get the middle bit out. Gee, it feels really lovely, like really smooth, super smooth in fact. Oh, we're coming. Ah, there we go. There we go. That is stunning. Really pretty. Colour's gorgeous. Wow. Love it. Okay, so now our next one. This is the lid on our beautiful, popped out really easy. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see all those sparkles. There's not any little bubbles at all. It's crystal clear, and I probably popped a little bit much on the top there of that, but it's still very, very pretty of the sparkle. That's gorgeous. Love it, love it. Oops. Now, this next one is the jar, the container that lid sits on top of. Now, let's see how we're going to go with this one. Oh, gee whiz, I'm just going to put it so it's closer so you can see it. because it just doesn't, none of these jars want to come off really easy. Okay, off and off. Wow, it's beautiful. Oh, I feel exhausted opening all of these. I'm sure it's going to pop off easily in a minute. Gosh. I can't get it to do what I want it to do. It's all lifted away, so there should be no suction there, but it's just hard getting it up. I think it's coming up this way better now. Oh. Oh gee, look, I'm just going to turn off it for a moment. Sorry guys. Okay, finally I got that to fold around. And now it should just pop out, I'm hoping. There we go. Come on now. Oh, there we go. That is stunning. Seriously stunning. It is honestly like a piece of crystal. If you put that on your dressing table, you'd be battling to tell the difference between this and a piece of crystal. It's so incredibly smooth. Just amazing. And I'm just loving how the moon dust settled sort of down there, and then on the bottom it didn't actually settle in between. So that actually is another little interesting happening. And then of course the lid pops on. Beautiful. I left that one till last because I thought that was going to be super special, and I believe that it is. Okay, so there we are, everybody. I really hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit about our deep pour. I will be using it a lot more in my resin tables, as in I'm talking river tables, and also the charcuterie boards when I'm pouring a single pour in a mould when I've got timber. And then, of course, after that, all the sanding process and everything is done. But I am delighted with this. I mean, the shine is just gorgeous. It really, really is. Really, very pretty. Really happy. Very happy. And this is my favourite piece, I have to say. I mean, it's just so crystal clear. I mean, you can't see between here and there. It's just like it's more than just like glass. It is crystal clear. It's just beautiful. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you for your attention this time. I'm sorry that getting the moulds off was a little bit of a challenge, but we got there in the end. And I'm pretty delighted with the way they all turned out. So what we'll do now is, as I said, keep an eye out for the new deep pour resin, which will be available, as I said to you earlier, probably around the 20th of October. Okay, until then, remember, if you don't give it a go, you'll never know. So what are you waiting for? Just do it, I say, and see what happens, because I am constantly amused at things and how well they turn out. Don't mind you, I do get a few flops as well, but I'm delighted at giving things a go and playing and experimenting. Okay, guys, have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you on this channel next time you're calling by. Remember to do that wonderful thing called subscribing, and that would absolutely delight us and make our day. Hit the notifications bell so that you never miss a new product or anything extra that we're doing. And please leave a comment down below. I always respond and would love to hear from you and your thoughts. Okay, everybody, bye for now.